All right, so lots of people sharing this story on Facebook. Take a look at this post. In 2013, this beauty queen who told friends she had leukemia posed with children at her charity event. She wore a mask to protect her immune system, and her shirt said this, quote, "I wear orange to show cancer. Who's boss?"
Inspiring, right? Well, here's the thing. She does not have cancer. She's never had cancer. But that didn't stop her from raising thousands of dollars to help pay for her supposed medical expenses over the past 3 years and use her beauty queen status to fund her charity. Now, Brandy Weaver Gates has gone from pageant parade to perp walk as she sits in police custody.
How do you pull somebody in that's being treated for cancer and say, hey, you're being accused of faking this?
That's exactly what Pennsylvania State Police did after they received an anonymous letter tipping them off to 23-year-old Brandy Weaver Gates. And when they investigated, they said they found it was all an elaborate plan that started in 2013.
She did not know the name of her doctors. She had never received any type of treatment.
Weaver Gates lied about having stage 2 leukemia. She shaved her head to look like she was going through chemotherapy. She also took long trips to fake treatment. She went to great lengths to lie to her friends and even her family.
Her sister would have to stay on the first floor while Miss Weaver Gates would go up to the second floor and allegedly receive her cancer treatments. Anywhere between 6 to 8 hours. And then she would reemerge from the elevator.
She was crowned Miss 2015 Pennsylvania U.S. International and used her platform to continue the lie, using community support she gained with her beauty queen title, then collecting the cash and the gifts.
The designer that she was wearing at Fourth Fest.
When she did come in to collect her money, she wore a face mask so that she would not be exposed to any germs.
Weaver Gates is now facing felony theft charges. And the Miss U.S. International organization, which is not affiliated with Miss America or Miss USA, released this statement. We were also led to believe that she was dealing with this horrible disease and stood by her as she struggled being a beauty queen and a cancer patient. She's no longer a representative of the organization and will be required to return her crown and her sash. So let's talk about all of this. Psychotherapist Robi Ludwig and our own Christy Paul joining us now. Robi, I'll start with you. According to police, she never had cancer. Robi, who does this? Does she have some sort of psychological disorder that would make her do something like this?
Well, normal people don't do this because they think about the consequences of their actions. So clearly this is a woman who has a character pathology. We would call it antisocial personality disorder, otherwise known as sociopathy. And these are people who prey on other people for personal gain. And they do it in a very detached way. So they really don't care the impact it has on somebody else, and they just think about what the win is in it for them. And sadly, what leads to their demise is they don't think about the consequences like prison, jail, getting found out even.
You know, Christy, I'm going to bring you in here. The seemingly guiltless manner in which she did this, she stole not only money from people, but genuine sympathy as well. Do you feel personally like this is something that is going to have an opportunity for redemption or not?
That I don't know. I have to think, as Robi's saying, this is a woman who is very ill, clearly, because normal people don't do this, as she said. And you have to think about the people who are struggling with cancer and who do need medical help and who do need some of those funds. And now this makes a joke out of all of that. And it could threaten people who really do need the help. And so I don't think this was so much about, I don't know what her win is. You know, Robi said whatever her win is. I don't know if her win was to win the pageant. I don't know if her win was just to get the money. I don't know what that was, but she clearly is a sick woman.
And you were also in the beauty pageant circuit yourself before you came to work here.
Yeah, look, people do some crazy things. I remember my very first pageant, we went for the evening gown competition, and one of my fellow contestants went to grab her gown. Somebody had slashed it with scissors, and it was cut. So we all got together, we duct taped the inside of it. She went out and she won. I mean, it was the best thing. She won. But people resort to some really crazy things to win those pageants. It's nuts.
There's some extreme personalities, aren't there, in these sorts of worlds, Dr. Robi? When you have this much competition going on, it's not uncommon to see behaviors that are unexpected. Perhaps not this extreme.
Yeah, and I don't think that we could put this just as part of the pageantry world. This is somebody who is lying and preying on other people's vulnerability and emotions. If someone tells you they have cancer, most people are going to be like, yeah, prove it, right? The natural reaction is to be sympathetic. And so con people know that. They know how to prey on other people's sympathy, strong emotions like love, and they use it. The gain is typically financial, but it also can be for fame, increased attention. I don't know anything about this girl's background, but clearly this is somebody who is very disturbed and almost a one-off. This is not typical. So I think we need to put it out there that most people who say they have cancer probably do.
Right. An unbelievable story. I think we can all say that. Robi Ludwig, thank you so much for joining us. And
Thank
Christy
you.
Paul, thank you.
Thank you.